The passengers from the Carnival Triumph are now back home, and of course, the lawsuits are underway. We're joined by WGY legal analyst Susan Biggins Owens of Martin, Harding and Mazzotti. Good morning, Susan.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Doing great.
So I would think this will be a no-brainer. Of course, these people deserve some kind of compensation for the horrible experience they went through. But when I was reading about this case, Carnival actually makes you sign a waiver, basically giving up any claim to emotional distress.
That is right. A little bit of background here is that, we're dealing with negligence claims, and these cruise lines are held to a pretty high standard. They're required to be extremely prudent or vigilant to prevent injuries to their passengers. But as part of the passenger ticket contract that they agree to, the cruise line can then limit how, where, when, and for what the passengers can sue the cruise line.
So do these agreements that you signed, do they truly waive your rights?
No, you can't waive all of your right to sue through the contract, but it can limit, like you mentioned, a suit for emotional distress. The Carnival contract that I reviewed on their website said that a claim for emotional distress had to be linked to sustaining an actual physical injury. So in this case especially, I think we might see that many of these passengers may not be able to show that they suffered the physical injury required to then make the emotional distress claim.
Well, some of the passengers who have filed these lawsuits, one woman in particular claims that she suffered from dehydration and bumps and bruises from battling people for the food lines. So she may have some kind of a claim if she was physically injured, but in terms of, so you get basically your medical if you seek medical care. But then beyond getting your money back from the cruise, which they have gotten, and they've also gotten another free cruise in addition to that, do they have any right to any compensation beyond that?
Well, and again, that would depend then what can they show that the cruise did wrong in causing their injuries. Of course, we all know this turned out to be a terrible situation, but then it would be the passenger's duty to then prove what the cruise line was negligent in doing and causing the situation. And it may turn out, over the weeks that we find out what went wrong and causing this fire, or maybe it may turn out that the cruise line didn't react properly. And those would all be parts of the passenger's claim.
We're speaking with WGY legal analyst Susan Biggins Owens from Martin, Harding and Mazzotti. Speaking of the cause, we know that a fuel line leak caused the fire that disabled the ship. Is that helpful in any way to an attorney bringing a lawsuit?
It may be, especially if this was a problem that they may have had notice of prior to this cruise. Certainly, we've all heard over the years that cruise lines have had all sorts of difficulties that lead to situations like this. So if Carnival themselves had notice prior to this of a problem, that could be the basis for a claim. Or again, in their reaction to the problem and then in their care and, of the passengers after the problem, that could also be the basis for the claim as well.
And also, cruise lines are kind of tough, are they not? Because a lot of them are registered, including this ship, in other countries that don't have as strict protections as we do in the U.S.
Well, certainly, and that is another major part of the contract the ticket contract that passengers are agreeing to is there are all sorts of provisions on where the cruise can be sued, when it can be sued, maybe having to bring a suit within a year of the incident, which is a very short amount of time. So, yes, there's all sorts of limitations that these passengers would also face.
WGY legal analyst Susan Biggins Owens of Martin, Harding and Mazzotti. Thank you so much, Susan.
You're welcome.